Hey, it's Rosemary here. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Tell me in the comments, okay? Now, for the longest time, I thought I could be both ordinary and extraordinary, basically. For the longest time, I thought I could stand out and blend in all at the same time. For the longest of times, I thought I could take advice from norms and somehow find myself living an extraordinary life. And yeah, OMG, it did not work. Okay, it just didn't work. No, I ended up being very ordinary and very norm-like. Okay, and I kind of despised myself for it while loving the comfort of it. And I could talk a good game about all the stuff I was going to do when the time was right, when my kids were grown, when my extended family didn't need me, when the church didn't need me, when this happened, when that happened, or when I jumped through, all of those hoops somewhere. But I was lying to myself, okay? Just like you might be lying to yourself right now. You're listening to norms talk to you about how you need to wait on the Lord, and you're listening to the regulars telling you that it's selfish to live a because I want to lifestyle. You're making decisions based on the normal way of living life and thinking it will get you to extraordinary. You think there is some kind of step-by-step prove your worth path to an extraordinary life. You're schooling your kids with norms and thinking they'll turn out extraordinary. You're listening to norms telling you about mindfulness and how it can make you happy while living the normal life. Or the wrong life, more to the point. You think you can sleep as much as the regular people, or you can watch as much TV as the ordinary. You think you can spend your money or even save your money like regular peeps and somehow get rich, change a lot of lives, and be extraordinary. You think you can drink as much or eat as much or do nothing as much and somehow fly past ordinary and land smack bang into extraordinary. How is that working for you? Or more to the point, is it working for you? Because it certainly didn't work for me, okay? If anything, it just kept me trapped in a small life, doing small things, being the big fish. Because you know what, I was good, I've always been a bit of a leader, ultimately. So I was a big fish in a very little pond of ordinaries, and yeah, it was comfortable. Oh, so comfortable. And I could deceive myself into thinking that I was doing good work, because I had people who wanted my strength and my skill and my talents, giving me just the right amount of approval and accolades, so I kept playing the game, okay? They would praise me and I would fall for it, okay? Giving up my edge to make their vision come true. And I would be convinced that that was the way it just had to be. Do you understand what I mean? It's probably happening to you right now, okay? That boss kind of keeps you believing that if you stick around a little longer to build his own vision and his company, then he will promote you and give you more responsibility, maybe give you a bit of the company, and he'll give you some more money, okay? And so you stick around, you feel more and more kind of resentful, kind of like, I'm not so sure about this, but you never quite find the courage to kind of step up and do your own thing, because a part of you does crave that certainty, the certainty of a fortnightly paycheck, yeah? And you seem to be willing to kind of give up your own extraordinary life for it. And you tell yourself that it's because, people look up to you at work, yeah? And you are a leader to a few people there. And so for them, you say you're going to stick around to look after them. You say you don't want to let them down. Be honest, leader, be honest, okay? You're kind of scared. You're trying to pretty it up by saying it's about all these other people and how they just really need you. And your life is tick-tick-tocking away. How long will you believe that lie? Or maybe it's that spiritual guru that you volunteer for, okay? So they kind of open up their hand a little bit to give you that little extra bit of responsibility. They give you a title in their religious organization, and they give you a little bit more attention than the rest of the followers. And it kind of makes you content to stay in place doing their bidding for a little while longer. Instead of launching out and doing your own thing, building your own platform, you buy into the fact that maybe it's not your time yet, and hey, you know what, I'm doing good work here, right? Okay? And so another year passes by, and you're changing the lives of a few people, okay? So you are doing some good work, but you're feeling stifled in a small life that you know is so much littler than you were born to live. And you tell yourself that you're not being silly and ordinary and selling out, but honey, I'm going to be blunt with you. You are selling out, okay? You still think that somehow you're going to do, ordinary things, be an ordinary person, and then end up extraordinary. It won't happen. Your actions today tell you exactly what your life will be. And if today is dissatisfying, if you feel resentment as you once again lay down your own desires and wants and dreams and visions and all of that stuff, then why do you think tomorrow is going to be any better, really? If you persist in playing to the tune of some ordinary person, why do you think you'll end up at extraordinary? You tell yourself to be sensible and responsible and blah, 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 blah. You say you have to do this or that thing and that you cannot just expect to only do what you want. But honey, that's just the nonsense of ordinary people. You are born to be extraordinary, okay? So why believe and even fight for such nonsense? You don't even like it. You don't like it. You don't like the result. You cannot live an extraordinary life whilst also trying very hard to maintain an ordinary existence. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. The extraordinary life demands a lot more faith, a lot more bolshiness and courage, a lot more waking up earlier than all the norms around you to do the work that they are scared to do, and sometimes you're scared to do as well, yeah? A lot more production rather than just consumption, okay? A lot more facing your own internal holdbacks so that you can handle them and accelerate to the extraordinary life that you dream of. A lot more being diva-ish, whether you're male or female, because it demands you demand exactly what you want. A lot more letting go of the normal activities of a normal life, a lot more than you ever thought that you had to give. And also a lot more plain old decision to no longer jump through anyone's hoops, but instead to decide that you are now going to be extraordinary and only do what the extraordinary would do. Leader, there is no ordinary way to an extraordinary life. You choose extraordinary and you start right now to be extraordinary. And yes, to start with, it will just start in your own head, okay? You will feel a little bit deluded and crazy. And if you're a norm, you'll allow those feelings to become your truth. And so you'll sink back to a normal existence telling yourself, oh no, I must be too proud and too selfish, really? Or if you are the extraordinary leader that I think you are, you will recognize that those feelings, it's just that you are stretching beyond your comfort zone, okay? So you need to stay on the narrow path of realizing inside of you that you are extraordinary and only living as somebody extraordinary, okay? So you stay on that narrow path, the path that most people are too scared to walk on, and you walk through the discomfort of everybody else thinking you're slightly crazy. You walk through the fire, okay, knowing that the vision you have for your life and for the work that you are born to do and the wealth you intend to create is worth every moment of this current discomfort, okay? And then you will get it all. You will get it all, okay? It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you are born to live because you want to, okay? Honey, Spirit Sex Success, it's here. It's just for 5 people, okay? So you work with me for 6 weeks to blast past some of your holdbacks, tap into the source of all wealth and wisdom, fully own your full power as charismatic, powerful leader, become highly sought out as you show up online as confident, extraordinary leader. Clients, customers, recruits will be yours as you fully own who you are and step into doing extraordinary things. It's just 5 spots and it's by application, okay? So you pop over to rosemarynonny.com/spirit sex success to find out more and to apply for your spot. Just think about this. You'll have content ideas kind of flowing through you, daily sales happening, connection with higher power and insider wisdom and understanding will be happening, complete self-acceptance, a done deal, charismatic presence in the marketplace, in the online marketplace or even offline. Yes, that will be you. Sales marketing strategy implemented, deep sense of purpose and happiness. It will be happening. More money will be flowing. We start on Wednesday, the 25th, okay? So you need to find out more as soon as possible and apply now. The early bird rate ends on Friday, midnight Eastern. It's at rosemarynonny.com/spirit sex success. And if you're listening to this after that's come and gone, then the exit plan is available to you. You just pop over to rosemarynonny.com/exit plan 5. All one word. Go grab that. It's a free book or free ebook talking you through plan to transition into your own fulfilling online business. You ready for this? Okay then. Until the next time, bye.